Welcome everybody back to another stream. Today we are back. It is pretty late at night, but we are going to be doing week 4 just after my league game. Trying to calm down. Gotta breathe in and out. Well, we got some games. It is week 4 of season 6, where we got the Niners with a brand new owner taking on the crap. I forgot to do trades. How many trades did I miss? Only a few. We should probably do those after this. We'll try our best. Alright. Niners going to score 7 up quick and matched immediately. I actually don't even need a headset on. Whew, I can breathe again. 14-14. 17-14. And the Commanders taking a commanding lead over the new Niners owner, 1-0 Noob. And they're not going to get the onside. Unfortunate events there. Unfortunate, but that is the case, as Josh Allen is going to choke, and the Commanders are moving to 2-2. There's a bug in my room, and it's kind of making me mad. But both these teams now 2-2, as I got some trades to do. So for those of you who don't really care, feel free to skip ahead, but I mean this is going to be premiere. So my bad. We do have to hop on. We only have to do like 2 trades, and they are both on the Browns, so that's why I'm not feeling too super bad. And the only reason I'm doing it is because it really helps out the other team as well. I mean, trading an O-line for some actually decent wide receivers. So we're going to go ahead and toss over Elijah Moore and Adonai Mitchell, and whoever Jay Warner is. But I honestly don't really know. Jay Warner, the center, to the Detroit Lions. And I'm losing my brain cells. Who really need a center. And we're getting back, I think it was like Tevin Booker or something. Yeah, Tevin Booker, Tyler Booker, on a 1-year rental. And a 3rd round pick from 2029, which they do not have. So I guess we're just going to not do that trade. Funny. Alright, so I don't feel bad anymore. We are going to hop over to the Tennessee Titans, who, despite having the number 1 overall pick, haven't been able to win a game this season. Let me just check and make sure my mic is on. It is. We should be chilling. The Titans are just trash. They need a complete new revamp. They are a dead franchise. Dead in the water. But they're playing the Patriots, who are 0-3 starting off the season. And the Patriots weren't bad last year, but I just don't think they got a whole lot better in the offseason. Here we go. Interception for Drew Sanders as the Titans are up 14-3. 21-3 as the Titans are cooking. But the Titans seem to go stagnant usually in the second half, which hopefully doesn't happen here. But no scores in the 3rd quarter as the Patriots now come out a comeback. But another pick for Drew Sanders as he is carrying this team on his back. Drew Aller did his thing, don't get me wrong. But Drew Sanders is the cornerstone of the Tennessee Titans. And that's just how it's going to be for a couple of years. And I'm not too angry about it, but like, I'm kind of sad I traded him. Titans finally get a win as the AFC South has 4 wins combined throughout 4 weeks. Yikes. Hopefully somebody wins in this division this week to make it just that little bit less embarrassing of a division. But who knows? The Titans could end up winning. Imagine that, brother. All right, we got Bills taking on Piggy's Rams, and the Rams, they're 2-1, so they're not like a slouch, but it seems like a fake 2-1, if you know what I mean. Like, they are good, but it's weird to see them actually be good. Their corners are trash, their wide receivers are trash, and usually that is what you need when you have a team that is doing good. So maybe not. They could just be different. But the Bills going to start off with 7. We got AK versus Cook. And right now, AK taking it home. AJ Brown has been a lifesaver for AK. I bet they're best friends. AJ Brown able to help the Bills get it done as Andy Cook goes under 50% from the field. And it's really hard to win a game under 50% from the field. Like, it's impressive if you figure out a way to do that. Is my cup not green screened even though it's green? And LaMichael Manning finally getting an upgrade for the Buffalo Bills. That's his first upgrade. And I mean, 75 as a rookie is not bad. It's not great. But at an O-line, you kind of expect him to develop a little bit more. But this division is either going to come down to the Dolphins or Bills. There is no in-between. But the Eagles are crazy because they're 2-1. And honestly, I kind of thought they were 0-3. But they are 2-1. They beat the Bengals. And now, no, they're 1-2. Never mind. I'm dumb. They are probably losing this game. They did beat a competitive Bengals team, which could mean that they have it out for the AFC North. But they're currently sitting last in this division. This division is going to come down to who can win against the Cowboys. Because the Cowboys are the team to beat. And I think we could see a new team atop this division with the Cowboys having such a harder schedule than everyone else here. But it all comes down to, can the Eagles beat the Browns? The Browns beat the Cowboys in week 1 and are 2-1. I believe they might be. No, they're 3-0. My bad. And the Browns up 17-10 and 24-10, and this is where it usually gets out of hand, and it will. The Eagles just have no offensive firepower. They got like maybe 1 or 2 good plays before they end up getting absolutely smacked around for the rest of the game. Jeremiah Jones has not played great at all, but I'm not sure the blame is entirely on him. Yes, he was a normal dev. Yes, he was a late first rounder. But to have Devontae Smith, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Marquise Brown, a solid O-line, except for the center and right tackle. You have a great tight end in Albert Okwuegbunam, and you have a great defense. You just have to be able to throw the ball and chew bubblegum, basically. But you just can't throw the ball. I don't know why I went to go look at standings on here. I can't see the standings. Wow-wee. Alright, we're headed to Tampa, where they have not won a single game. But, in my opinion, they've been good. Like, this is a team that I still think can win the division. But it's really going to come down to here, can they win a game? What am I getting pinged for? Who's pinging me? Some random. Alright, nothing to care for. Man, I forgot how much I hate league trash talk. It's kind of crazy. Like, you follow rules, you should be chilling. But no, Rec just follows you everywhere and causes problems. Which is why we should create EFFL again and just ban Rec for spite. But I'm not creating a league just for spite, because I don't want to stoop that low. UFFL. Anyways, Kevin Stout starting off hot, but a missed field goal. Kind of kicking the Bucks in the butt right now. But the Saints, with Desmond Ridder, have been winning some games. But Kevin Stout got to be doing better. They are up 5 in the 4th, now down 3. Kevin Stout, we're going to hop in here, and Kevin Coleman, also on this team. I thought it was Keon. I think it's actually his brother. But down 3 in field goal range. Stout drops back, looking for his first win. Not a beautiful throw, but it's going to be complete as he has 300 yards on a day. And a rookie with 300 yards in one of his first couple games is exactly what you want to see. Down 3 on the Saints, a divisional game, 2nd and 4, 52 seconds left from the 20. Not quite the red zone, but from the 20. Here's Stout going to throw the check down, and spin move no good, but he's going to pick up maybe half a yard. They've been in the red zone 5 times and only scored on 3 of them, and 2 of them were field goal touchdowns. Yeah. Here's the throw, first down, and up to the 11. They do have 1 timeout, which they are going to use and maybe have one more throw. Sorry, I'm answering questions in Discord, and it's not going great. Just to let you know, my Cat 5 is not the... Oh, okay, so yeah. Detroit Lions switched his Discord account because he forgot his password. And actually, the Bucs are not going to go for it. They're going to take a field goal and send this one to overtime. I'm not opposed to the play call. Just probably not what I would do in that situation, especially in FF. Kind of want to get out of here with a dub. An early dub, especially on the Saints, because they are a division rival. You need to win. And here's the tackle to start the Saints into overtime. Buccaneers have definitely played a better offensive type of game, but it just hasn't resulted in the points that they were expecting. Which, I mean, you just drafted a new franchise quarterback. How much can you really be expecting? But it would be nice to see him do good. Man. What buttons am I pressing? Alright, and the Saints going to start off with the ball. Not great news, but news nonetheless for the Bucs. They just got to get a defensive stop, and then they got to play some good football. Notice how my commentary gets immediately a ton worse the moment I turn on my game, which is why in real life I wouldn't be commentating with the game in the background. But I do have to multitask here just a little bit. And the Saints going to run it up straight up the gut. And 5 is going to go all the way. What a run. Desmond Ridder is loving it. What a house call by Banks. Chris Banks. Who's Chris Banks? Rookie. Sheesh. We love to see that. When was Chris Banks drafted? I don't think he was drafted super early, but he's hidden dev. Draft results. Saints. Yeah, they got him as a late pick, and he's that. Sheesh. Saints will definitely take that one, as the Bucs will start the season 0-4. As we will now head to another team who can start the season 0-4. But gosh, please don't let the Jets lose to the Bears. Cause, oh man, I would think I might lose my mind. If the Bears start the season 4-0, brother. If the Bears go undefeated, I'm not doing season 7. There's no point. Madden would have just been stupid. 14-0, 17-0. And the Jets finally put something on the board, but 24-7. And the Bears are going to start the season off 4-0. Unless... Nope, they're just going to be able to milk it out. Dang, Bears up 4-0. There is no way. Carson Beck is cooking here. Who's the Bears running back? Because they have to have somebody carrying this team. Travis Etienne at a 93. I mean, they got Marvin Mims and Chris Olave. Like, they are a good team. Their O-line is subpar. And their corners, I guess, are good, but, like, I don't know. The offense is mid. The defense is the best in the league. Personally, I can't see it, but apparently people can. Insanity. Alright, let's head to Jacksonville, as Jacksonville was supposed to be the team to run away with it this season. Not going to lie to you. Well, they haven't. This is a big game. One of them is guaranteed to probably add a second win. Travis Hunter with an upgrade. Jags lost to the Vikings last week, as the Jaguars will take on Grant Beckham and the Texans. Now, the Texans had a really good draft, picking up 4 hidden devs, and they already have one of the top corners, young corner groups in the NFL. They are a team built consistently of rookies, just missing a few pieces on that O-line, which they addressed a little bit of it, just not enough, as Younghoe Koo, the kicker for the Jags, and they're going to need him to do a lot more than field goals today, preferably extra points. But 6 points in a game is not too great, but they will add on a little bit more, as Grant Beckham now a chance to win the game with a touchdown and extra point. It's all going to come down to this Jaguar defense, which honestly is a little bit scary. Grant Beckham, here's the throw to the check down, as he's going to be taken down inbounds. Grant Beckham, not even 100 yards today. How? But here's Grant, 3rd and 8. He's looking a little bit stunned as he's going to throw it out of bounds. He really had nowhere to go. That was literally a coverage sack at that point. And Grant Beckham looked like he got decked at the end of that play. Or maybe he's just losing his brain cells here in Houston, which would make sense because the team is just that poverty of a franchise. Beckham stepping up, and he might run it here. He's going to throw it into the end zone. Tipped and incomplete. Garland tipped it off of the rookie, and the Jaguars will get that second win. Keontae Clemens finally gets a second win here, and I mean, he's not merging great. I'm not going to lie. He could definitely merge a lot better. Beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, 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 boop. Alright, let's head to the Indianapolis Colts, where this is the Jonathan Taylor revenge game. And well, I mean, you can't really blame them for wanting out of Indy. They have sucked. So we'll see. Here we go. Colts gonna need more than field goals, and they'll get it there. And the Colts will actually take a lead on the Chargers. I would love an Anthony Richardson redemption here. And that's what we might get. 10-yard penalty against the offense. A.J. Terrell just deflected it. We're going to have to go 85 yards. And Richardson on the run, completed. Oh my goodness, up to number 6 as Anthony Richardson throws it to Henderson there. 400 total yards of offense, and that'll stop the clock. Colts are down 6. And Anthony Richardson is going to be sacked by Robinson. Also, I'm not talking about a whole lot of other teams in retrospect to these because I feel like I can't talk about the stuff. And oh my goodness, 76, how does he have that type of mobility? First down pickup and across midfield. Because I've been trying to like not say anything about the Madden sim, just because I don't want to give stuff away, and I almost did. I gave away the scoregami in week 1. But here we go, 44 seconds left. Colts have 2 timeouts, 2nd and 10. Anthony Richardson looking here. He has big boy tight end up the middle, and Anthony Richardson is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up half a yard. And they're going to have to use a timeout, but 40 seconds left. Anthony Richardson, you need to pick up a first down here. There's the throw, first down to 18. Wearing Peyton's number. They're trying to hurry up. That's Marvin Harrison Jr. And here's the slinger, wide open to 1. Down to the 14, and in the shade, Richardson needs to punch it into the end zone. They've been effective here. 100% scores, 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal. Here's the throw back in the end zone. Not even close to being in. He knows it's out. But, I mean, heck of a catch, though. Josh Downs on the one before, I believe. Richardson has time throwing it out of bounds, as he's going to have 2 more shots towards the end zone, unless he throws it short. Personally, I'm running a post out to the left here, or to my 76 big boy tight end who can somehow move. And another incomplete pass, 6 seconds left. Didn't see anything you like. A.J. Terrell has been playing great football here in Los Angeles. And personally, he might win a Hall of Fame corner. Here we go, Richardson stepping up. And he's going to try to run it. And he's going to get clobbered, as the Colts will take an L here against the Chargers. 400 yards, Anthony Richardson. You got to throw there. Even if it's just a 50-50 ball. Don't protect your stats. You need a dub. You're dropping to 1-3 now, and your season ain't looking too bright. I do want to find out who that tight end is and how much he weighs, because I feel like that's a storyline that needs to be followed, because he is massive. Jay Hawkins. I thought he was going to play O-line, but no. He weighs 305 pounds. He's 6'6". Sheesh. And how is he decent? I want to look at his stats for this season. 1,000-yard season last year. And he has 300 yards so far this season. Alright. That's our Spotlight Player of the Week. Next we will head towards the Bengals, where the Giants will be trying to lead this division. The Bengals trying to make a little bit of a comeback. We thought they were going to be great. They have not been. They just lost an easy one to the Eagles. And really, this is a must-win game for the Bengals. Because if they lose this one, they're probably losing against the Bengals. They're probably losing against the Steelers. And you're starting off the season 1-5. And at that point, you're just like the Broncos last season, where anything you do after that is ultimately pointless. It's a sad fact. It's just how it is. But we're not there yet, as the Giants are going to score 7 and make it closer to being there. 14-0. Jalen Hurts might get a little bit unhappy here if they just keep losing. Like, the Bengals should have success. They just don't. And 21-14, 28-14, and 4th and 3, I think another knee. Yep, that's over. Unfortunate, but the Giants going to be 3-1 and leading their division at the moment. It'll depend on the Cowboys' result, but there you have it. Another game, another stinker. I mean, the offenses and defense of the Bengals is good, but they just aren't winning games. Now we got Chiefs and Chargers. Boy, would I love... Did I say Chiefs and Chargers? Falcons and Chargers. Chiefs are at home. They are definitely the better team on paper. But that's not always the case when it comes to the Madden sim. They just blew out the Raiders last week. But this division is kind of comp at the moment. Chiefs looking to win the division for the first time in a long time. Let's take a peek at history. Because they didn't win it last year. They didn't win it the year before. 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 And they didn't win it the year before. They didn't win it the year before. And we're like finally back in February of 23. Like, we're cooked. Chiefs wise. Up 7 now, 7-7. Patrick Mahomes and Cliff Robinson. I think these two are the most comparable quarterbacks that we've seen come out of the draft to actually be able to compare with Mahomes. The Falcons actually up here on Mahomes, as the Falcons will get a turnover and be able to turn the ball and have it be blocked. How is your field goal blocked, brother? You're just giving Mahomes a shot, which is something you do not want to do. Chiefs now throw over the middle, complete. 2-4. Chiefs wide receivers are getting a little bit older, being Debo, Kadarius Toney, Raji Rice, and CMC with a great mix there, but is going to bring him up to inches. Mahomes has played great today. They have a great O-line, great defense. Just a few holes every now and then. Mahomes now across midfield, 2nd and inches. Mahomes throwing to Kittle. And that'll take us down to under a minute left. Mahomes throwing, caught, and laid out flat, but he holds on. Toney. No, that's Debo. Alright, the Falcons have stopped him one time in the red zone today. And they're going to need hope here. Because you can't give up big chunk plays to Kadarius Toney. They're going to go for 2, try to get a 7-point lead. A pick would actually be helpful here. A pick 2, and that's just wide open, and 2-point is good. As Raji Rice getting in on the action, but the Falcons still have hope. What am I getting pinged for? Alright, Cliff Robinson stepping up. He's going to run and slide timeout. He knows his arm strength. He needs to get up a few more yards to be able to Hail Mary it. And Cliff Robinson feels confident here with another little check down and another timeout. Here we go, 6 seconds as Cliff is going to take his Hail Mary here. Only going to have to go 55 total yards, and that's going to be PI. Incomplete, but that's PI. On Bryce Anderson, the strong safety, one of the quote-unquote holes that I called. And he's going to hold somebody a little bit too much there. 1st and goal, final play. Here's the throw. Touchdown caught. DJ Moore. My bad. Okay, KJ Hamler still plays here. I'm not too far off. Here's the field goal, and it is good. 39-39, and we're going to overtime. Falcons are going to elect to receive. Here's the flip. All right, and the Falcons going to get the ball first, which we do love, especially if you are a Chief hater like me and most people. Robinson coming out. Saquon right behind him, and I'd honestly start giving the ball to Saquon, as that is exactly what they're going to do, and that's going to pick up 4. He only has 16 touches today. I'd give him the ball a lot more. Like, how are you not giving him the ball more? He's one of the top running backs in the league who's not an X factor. Robinson going to step into this throw, and it is going to be picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Horrible throw. He got tapped, and he's pissed off. He got a little bit turned by the DE, grabbed him, still threw it Mahomes. Here's the throw, broken up. Great defense there from 35. And Mahomes going to throw it here again, throwing, tipped incomplete, almost got it to 85. And 30's trying to get the fans into it, but I mean, you're in Kansas City, so you're not going to get a whole lot of fans into it. But the Chiefs have all the momentum, can probably hit a field goal from here, but you got to make sure they pick up no more yards. And 34 is going to stay on his feet. Oh my goodness, Debo down to the 11. Mahomes throwing, lobbing, incomplete. Williams with the defense. Call him out, play 57. And it looks like a naked bootleg that didn't go very well. And how is that not grounding? But whatever. 3rd and 10. You need a pick here. You need a pick here. I don't know why the Chiefs aren't just running the ball, but they love the ball in Mahomes' hands. And Mahomes slinging it. And oh my goodness, what a diving attempt by Raji Rice. Speeding into the end zone with no care about who's in front of him. Just kind of crashing into him. Like almost like you would do in a car. And for some reason I feel like this game was in Texas anyways. On to our next game. Welcome, the upgrade. And the Chiefs winning that one, moving up to 3-1. Keeping it so everybody in that division can have a 3-1 at the end of this week. But Detroit, after a failed trade attempt, wow, my neck, Brandon. Alright, Lions facing a division rival in the Vikings. Both these teams with a common hate for, you guessed it, the Packers, who are also finding success this season. So not too bad. But here we go. Detroit versus the Vikings. And this is looking to be quite a long week. Lions going to start off 6, now 13-0. JJ has been struggling without Jordan Addison. I didn't realize he actually made that much of an impact on this team. But apparently he does. Because the Vikings are going to drop down to 1-3 as the Lions get their first win with Charlie Slater and new owner. So we're proud of him. Let's go, Cat. Hopefully find some more success in this division because let's be honest, we don't want to see McChicken in the playoffs because that's just a nightmare waiting to happen. But right now it's looking pretty likely. And I'm pretty sure this one is going to end up being our game of the week, the Dolphins versus the Raiders. It's crazy to see all these media segments because, like, alright, just I had to do some stuff there. Seeing Axel say which teams are going to be good is hilarious because the Bears aren't on there, the Packers aren't on there, and the Bills aren't on there. Which I feel like there's a lot of teams that should be on there that he just did not include. But like teams like the Vikings are on there. Teams like the Ravens, who are just kind of choking this season. Still good, but we will see. Raiders up 7-0 and 14-0. Raiders looking to send the Dolphins their first L on the season. Dolphins gonna score a safety. And we got a tie game in the fourth. Dolphins with a lead and the ball. And pick up a first down. And they will beat the Raiders. Sorry, Alistar, but it needed to be done. It needed to be. Kingsley Suamatamatimito. I don't know. Alright. Next we will head... Ooh, I almost just choked. I really almost just choked that. We almost forgot the lucky shirt. But we didn't. Panthers playing this one at home. They lost barely to the Bears last week, and with a few upgrades with Lorenzo Wallace, somebody they just drafted. The overall difference is not actually that insane here, but it ain't going to be an easy game for them. Alright, Panthers, Broncos. Broncos going to start off with a field goal from Jared Hartman. And 10-0 for the Broncos, 17-0 for the Broncos. And some red zone defense for the Panthers is not doing them too bad, but they can't get anything going on offense today. 27-0. And are we going to have a shutout here? We will. Them Broncos are back. Dang, Bryce Young, you suck today. Holy dang, almost to under 50 QBR. Not the worst we've ever seen, but it's definitely up there. And the Panthers and Bucks now both 0-4. But the Panthers will play the Bucks next week, and we'll see who's really the worst team in the league. Packers, Cowboys is up next. It'd be funny to see the Packers whoop them in Dallas. Imagine the storylines. Imagine the rumors of gunshots at Kenny Pickett. Like, man, oh man. Alright, Cowboys, Packers. 7-0. I think this is a 2-possession win for the Cowboys, but we'll see. 3-point lead at half, now 10-point lead at half. Not at half, but at the third. And 20-10, 20-17, and the Cowboys going to be able to milk the ball for the first down. Yep, 3-point win for the Cowboys. Close game. Kenny Pickett, I'd honestly argue, played better. Not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. Graham Barton upgraded. And we now head to the undefeated Arizona Cardinals, who will be taking on the 1-2 Seahawks, who really are struggling to stay afloat here. With the Cardinals win, they will put this division almost to sleep. The Niners are not anything to be super scared of. The Rams, we still don't know if they're good. And the Seahawks are supposed to be good, but starting the season 1-3 is not easy to come back from, as we've seen before. Seahawks do have a hard schedule as well, which is usually why you do end up going down 1-3, unless you're just a really bad team. But Caleb Williams versus CJ Stroud, we've seen these two match up, but this is the first time we're going to be seeing them with the Arizona Cardinals and Seahawks. CJ has been struggling to put up crazy numbers as 21-6 and now 28-6. 31-6, and that is going to be your game. Another inverted score for the Cardinals, who are going to crap the Seahawks down right to the bottom of the division, which is not where they really were expecting to be. But Caleb Williams is just that dominant. As the Cardinals will head to Buffalo and then to Philly next week, as we have our final game for this week. And the Ravens are going to be taking on the Steelers. Ravens really want to get a win here because going down 1-3 is not good, even though you have pretty much a free win against the Patriots next week and then against the Jets. But all these divisional games are really going to count for whoever comes out on top of this division, because right now it's looking like a blowout for the Browns. But that can always change. One or two more games, especially at the beginning of the season, you can't really judge teams too harshly. Like the Bears are 4-0, but the Ravens could be 1-3. Like, obviously the Ravens are better. And right now they're looking like they're going to try to prove that, being up 13-0 on the Steelers. Granted, they are at home, but Quinn Ewers, I've noticed Quinn usually struggles to play on the road. And apparently so does the Steelers defense. Sheesh, giving up 40 to Brock Purdy. Seems like they saved up all their points from the last couple of weeks. But honestly, this was the one game a year where, well, Kenneth Walker just goes crazy stupid. And Austin Bibbs, honestly, for a backup. I don't know why they didn't give it to him more. And I mean, a 42-week sim, not too shabby. If I'm doing that again, I'm going to be up till 1, which is not fun. But there's your scores for this week. Mac Jones still in the top 3 quarterbacks with 4 touchdowns. Kind of insane. No red zone threat there. We're going to hop back to the Broncos, where we will have a Broncos-Raiders game, which will be fun to go and see. But we got to force advance to week 5. If there's bye weeks, I think I'm going to do it, because hopefully it'll go quicker if we get lucky. Let's go, Brad. And we're going to hop over here. There are no bye weeks. I think I should probably just go to bed. Call it quits. Games to watch out for next week. Cardinals-Bills will be good. Chiefs-Niners will be fun. Broncos-Raiders is always a good classic. Saints-Chargers. Dolphins-Steelers. Cowboys-Falcons. We got some good games up next week. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys all in the next sim whenever I get back from me trip. We'll see you guys all whenever that does happen to be. Hey guys.